Non-picky eaters, what won't you eat? Natto. And bitter melon. And cow brain. I've eaten durian, balut, raw kangaroo meat, sea urchin, all kinds of raw fish eggs, chocolate soup, fermented shrimp paste, coagulated blood on a stick, chicken innards barbecue, tendons, tripe, liver. Roasted duck liver salad is fantastic, hearts etc., but I refuse to eat natto because it looks like snot. I tried bitter melon maybe once, too bitter for me. I think I may have eaten cow brain in a soup once when I was a kid, but I didn't like it, so I never ate it again, thankfully. Ingredient wise, I can eat anything. I'm of the belief that if it doesn't taste good, it simply hasn't been prepared the right way. I am yet to come across a food that straight up doesn't taste good. I don't eat food prepared poorly. Off the top of my head, the most common contenders: mashed potatoes that are too creamy so they turn into liquid potatoes when you put sauce on them. Overcooked rice. Anything too sugary, i.e. most random dessert recipes you find online. Fries with sauce on them, i.e. limp, soggy fries. Brussels sprouts. Not because I hate them. I actually consider them fine. However, I have somewhat of a childhood trauma. My mom Hookie once made them in the most horrid way. No sauce, almost burned on the outside, cold on the inside, and some bacon was present in the pan. It was disgusting, but what I can't forget is how my mother looked me in the eye, ate one and told me how delicious it was. First time I realized an adult was lying to me with malintent. I've seen for sale at a market, piggy tourists. No, not fucking ever. And this is kind of a personal hang HP, but even when I've tried I've been totally sick and I don't know why. Pineapple. To date though, not picky. I've eaten oat and cow brains and testicles, I've eaten sheep lungs, rabbit hearts, pig intestines and blood. If anyone wants to prompt a dare for me, I will do it if I can, but usually nothing scares me other than eating fucking pig uterus. Animal organs that are not considered food in Western culture: brains, for example. And sauerkraut, or anything with too much vinegar. Edit: I am in the US. I know that Western isn't just the US, but it's legitimately not a thing to eat brains where I live, or at least in the cultures that permeate where I live. I'm learning a lot. I still won't eat them, but I understand now that it's more prevalent than I knew. Potentially dangerous foods, like blowfish, or mushrooms I could forage myself but that have very convincing dupes. Also, I should mention the vegetarianism thing, but when I ate meat I was very indiscriminate, and I'm still of the opinion that no part of the animal is gross, so long as you can make something tasty with it. Not eating any of it is just a life choice I made according to my personal beliefs. Kimchi. Cabbage and Brussels sprouts in general though. I'll eat most things, I'll try anything twice, but cabbage and Brussels sprouts make me gag. I couldn't imagine what kimchi would do. No thanks. I don't need to try it. I can live the rest of my life having forgotten entirely about that abomination. I eat everything and even quite a few eccentric things, but I just really don't like the taste of most sugar substitutes. Stevia, sucralose, and a few others I can think of right now. They all overpower everything and taste so damn cloying. Brains. No prion disease risk for me. Bugs, at least not intentionally. There's a limit on intentionally rotted or super fermented stuff. I'm not picky, but I'm not that adventurous. Other things I'll probably try once at least. Strawberries. I can't stand them. I'll eat almost anything else, but if it's got strawberries in it, I'd rather not touch it unless I'm hungry as hell and there's nothing else on the table. Raspberries forever best berry. I'll try most anything once. I've eaten fried crickets and grasshoppers, Rocky Mountain oysters, etc. I don't consider myself picky in the I refuse to try pickled pig feet, avocados, because I have an intolerance that puts me out for 24-72 hours. They taste fine, but the stomach trouble's not worth it. I'll eat anything food at least once. Gizzards texture issue. Liver flavor issue. Eggplant texture and flavor issue. Testicles tried them, didn't like them. Octopus just can't do it. I won't eat a lot of things, but that's because they are processed or have ingredients that I avoid. I'll eat almost anything if it's prepared fresh. Sorry to out you guys like this, but if you can stand olives, onions, garlic, tomatoes, cilantro, beetroot, etc., you are a picky eater. Olives as is. I love olive oil and other products made with olives, but for the life of me I can't eat raw like that. Hate the taste. Frog legs. They're my favorite animal. I've had pet frogs and toads as an adult for years. I couldn't eat a part of my friends. Crying face. Coriander. I got the soap taste gene. and raw onion, pieces of onion. I use onion in cooking, but make the pieces super small. I'll try most things once, but since I was a kid the only thing I refuse to eat is celery. Miss me with that bullshit vegetable. Liver. Hate the stuff. Although I've been told to have a liver dinner from the chippy and that may change my mind, I eat anything and everything. The only thing that I will not eat a second time is black pudding blood sausage. I will eat pretty much anything, but I would rather not eat sweet potato. I don't hate it, I just don't love it. I'm not picky by any means, but oyster and avocado are things I steer clear of. Not a fan of the texture. I'll try everything once. Unless it is still alive when served to me. That is where I draw the line. Cheese. I really eat almost anything else, but I love the taste, smell, and texture of cheese. Raw fish. Raw steak even if it's $100 a pound. Pig's feet and the like. Liver. Head cheese. Bologna. I really don't like beetroot. It's just something I can't hack. I eat pretty much everything else. I'll eat or try most anything, but peas are a hard pass. They taste like tiny balls of warm stick. Tomatoes. They're fine if they're cooked in something, but I will not eat them raw or on their own. Pufferfish. IDGAF, how talented of a chef you are. I'm not risking dying to taste some fish. My husband will eat anything except for bean sprouts. He says they taste like dirt to him. My motto is don't knock it till you try it. But Brussels sprouts and asparagus are a big no. Mushrooms. They are sponges. And sponges are used to clean old people's back. The difference between what you will and won't eat is about 72 hours of hunger. Tomatoes. Mushed tomatoes and other dishes are fine, but raw tomatoes, no thanks. Liver, I eat almost everything, but that crap is nasty. Deer heart isn't too bad. Testicles, it's just unnecessary to utilize as much of the animal emo. Anything that is too sweet. I will literally eat anything but that. Raw onion on pizza because it makes the whole bite taste like onion. There's nothing I won't try once. Unless it's unsafe to my health. I don't like the taste of squash. I'll only eat it to be polite. I usually assume if I don't like something it wasn't made right. Yellow jello thing at traditional Polish wedding. It's not jello. I'll try anything once. Fuck olives of all kinds and colors. Not a fan of Brussels sprouts. Mostly due to the odor. I will eat nearly anything, but I do not like kimchi.